Hi, my name is Amanda Johnson, and I'm here in Bentonville, Arkansas at the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. The Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville serves to be a fresh dive into the mix of modern architecture and our natural environment. The man that created this museum idea is Israeli-Canadian architect Moshe Safdie. Safdie was inspired by some of his other great works when he designed Crystal Bridges. He integrated the architecture and landscape of his famous Habitat 67. He also used the outdoor panoramic landscape from his Yad Vashem Holocaust Museum in Jerusalem. Perhaps the most influence he got was from his Skirball Cultural Center in Los Angeles, with his concrete banded in cedar, his outdoor courtyards, and his landscaped ravines. One interesting fact about this museum is that it's free to the public. Alice Walton, the chair of the Crystal Bridges Board of Directors, had been working on Crystal Bridges since 2005, and it had its grand opening on November 11, 2011. The museum got its name from the natural spring that the museum is on top of called Crystal Spring. The spring intertwines throughout the gardens around the building, creating a relaxing natural environment for all of the museum trails. The museum is also named after the bridge construction that the museum's design was integrated into. Crystal Bridges has a wide variety of entertainment besides the art, including guided tours, a restaurant, a store, and multiple outdoor trails. The museum structure itself uses neutral hues to blend in naturally with its surrounding nature. The use of greens, browns, and tans serves to camouflage the buildings into an earthy atmosphere. The whole feel of the museum structure is minimalistic because it serves the purpose of framing and amplifying the art that it holds inside, which is a key goal in Safdie's work. The museum seems to be relatively symmetrical and balanced with each building. The building materials have the museum's foundation a heavy visual weight, while the use of glass gives the greater top portion of the buildings a light visual weight. The shapes of the buildings are mostly bimorphic, with some hints of geometric shapes in the doorways, hallways, and some windows. Lines of the buildings are mostly long, simple curves with straight edges at the sides. There are large spaces of windows in most of the buildings, creating a fluid scene with the nature just outside of the glass. The two largest buildings are on top of bridge-like structures, allowing the spring to flow underneath the museum, connecting all of the buildings. Large dome-like rooftops are a key element in the museum design as well. I believe the psychoanalytic methodology could represent the museum's simplicity and connection with art, earth, and nature. The design of Crystal Bridges seems to serve as a type of therapeutic masterpiece. The natural lighting from the windows creates an emotional response to the artwork inside. Using long, smooth curves in the museum structure proves to create a peaceful and calming atmosphere for the museum spectators. Safdie's use of color, texture, and light for Crystal Bridges merge beautifully in creating a calm and welcoming atmosphere for people to escape from reality and relax and enjoy the many forms of art this museum has to offer. The structure of Crystal Bridges is new, simple, and modern. The museum's contemporary feel can be traced back to the stylistic influences of Frank Gehry and Frank Lloyd Wright. The style of Crystal Bridges is similar to Frank Lloyd Wright's early contemporary designs and has some of the same lines outside of the Guggenheim Museum that he designed. Crystal Bridges and the Guggenheim share dome shapes with long, smooth lines that are slightly curved. They both also have a simple color palette of neutral hues. Frank Gehry's Walt Disney Concert Hall is similar to Crystal Bridges because of the amphitheater-shaped parts of the building. The metallic surfaces are also alike in that they are reflective of light and give off a shiny appearance. There is a great art in architecture, and the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art truly portrays a beautiful picture nestled in the spring and surrounding landscape. There's no doubt that this museum holds some of the most influential artwork of our time, but most people do not realize that the structure of the museum itself is an amazing piece of art. The interaction with Earth's natural elements makes this museum a beautiful and peaceful place where you can do more than just look at art. Crystal Bridges serves as a place where you can learn, exercise, eat, and play, all while enjoying the beautiful scenery that surrounds it.